Welcome on in, everyone. Ooh, that's a little louder than I expected. Alright, I'm gonna fix audio real quick. That's the wrong way. Yeah, that should be good. Okay, welcome on in, everyone. So, if you saw my schedule earlier in the week, you would know this is supposed to be Namco Museum, but, when stuff was going on with the game room, when the windows were getting replaced, with the information I had at the time, I decided it was best to reschedule this, thinking that I would have to not be able to access the game room for a bit. But since we can't schedule someone to come in and fix the plaster, which doesn't even need to be, it's not even an emergency anymore, until like halfway through June, Game Room has been accessible for a few days. So I actually could have gone back and streamed at Namco Museum tonight. I decided it wasn't worth making a second announcement. So we're doing Capcom Arcade Stadium, which I actually meant to do back in August of last year, but had to cancel for whatever reason. So this is actually going to be possibly both Capcom Arcade Stadiums, because I do have the second one. I don't know what games are going to play. I haven't decided, and I never really decided, so I'm just going to basically pick stuff. And then we'll do Namco Museum some other time. So, if you don't know what Capcom Arcade Stadium is, you can probably figure it out from the title. This is a collection of Capcom arcade games. Unlike most collections that have sequels, there doesn't seem to be any rhyme or reason for what's included. So, there aren't necessarily complete series in here, because a couple of these are split between both games. And like I said, I'm not going to play everything. I don't think I need to show you guys Pirate Ship Higemaru, for example. Because I know you all are so disappointed that you won't get to see this notable and memorable classic Capcom arcade game. But we are going to play the 1940 series, because I feel like if I skipped them, Saroshi would be a little upset. I do not know if she is in chat. I am not going to check at the moment. But my girlfriend Saroshi loves the 1940 series. There's one that she doesn't like, and I don't remember which one it is. So, we're going to start with 1942. Funnily enough, this did not come out in that year because video games were not invented yet. So I don't know how I'm going to handle this. My inclination is to do basically a 1-credit run for each game, but I don't know if I can actually fill out 3 hours with that, because I suck at a lot of these. So we're just going to play it by ear. So 1942... Whoops. 1942 is an early shoot-'em-up series. I can't see the date at the moment, but as you can tell, this is actually a fairly basic shoot-'em-up, because this is one of the first, what we would now call traditional shoot-'em-ups. I don't think it was the first, I could be wrong, but I believe River Raid on the Atari 2600 was earlier than this. And I mean a traditional shoot 'em up, because technically speaking, Galaga, Galaxian, Space Invaders, those are technically shoot 'em ups. I don't think y'all would consider them regular shoot 'em ups, or traditional shoot 'em ups, though, given they're even more primitive than this. And actually, no, I think I'm very wrong, because I think Xevious is older than this. So Xevious or Twinbee would probably be one of the first shoot 'em ups. You know, it could also be Zaxxon. I have no idea. This is kind of a last-minute-ish schedule change. Not really completely last minute, but had this been... had I had a little more forethought with this, I would have prepared, like, some notes or something to actually, like, give some historical context of some of these games. I didn't do that, so you're not going to really get much out of me this time. Normally, in a showcase, I would have something prepared like that. But I haven't done a showcase since the Pinball Arcade History lesson, which was an entire 2 months ago. Well, entire month and a week. 2 weeks. Would that be a month and a half? That would be a month. Anyways, I'm doing my best to just talk through this, because there's not a whole lot of interesting stuff happening on screen right now. I wouldn't normally stream a shoot 'em up, because unless you're playing a bullet hell, they're not always the most interesting thing to watch. But for those who don't know what my bread and butter is with video game genres, I am a variety streamer, and my interests in games are also pretty varied. I play strategy games, shoot 'em ups, puzzle games, roguelikes, platformers, RPGs, fighting games, racing games, basically everything that I hear is good and that piques my interest. However, there are 3 specific genres that I gravitate towards.
You're great!
That I would consider my bread and butter. Theo Noodle, thank you for the follow. If you don't mind me asking, how did you find me? Don't get a lot of new people these days. But there are 3 genres that I gravitate towards the most, and they are shoot 'em ups, roguelikes, and platformers. You may notice that I don't stream 2 of those very much, and it's just because I don't find them very interesting to stream. Nerd Locker. Oh, you're from Nuri's community. Okay, Nuri is a good bean, good friend. I actually was just watching her not too long ago. Shit! And if you're new here, I'm a variety streamer, and every Sunday I do what I call Retro Night, where I pick games that I wouldn't normally dedicate a regular stream to, god fucking damn it, to showcase either games from my collection or just various old games that I have. This time we're doing a showcase of Capcom Arcade Stadium.
Not.
I'm just showing off the games in the collection. This came out, I think, a couple months ago. Thank you for the nut. Oh, that was second, so... Oh, I can continue. I'm going to continue, actually. How many stages are on this? Yeah, for a basic shoot 'em up, this is actually pretty fun. I think there was an NES port of this. I should look into that. Oh. You don't see many modern arcade ports anymore. Most of modern arcade games actually get stuck in arcades. And modern arcade games are horribly documented. Ugh, excuse me. And many of them are not preserved because they're on very weird hardware. And a lot of them never left Japan. There is a Luigi's Mansion arcade game that was designed by Capcom that never left Japan. There was also a Left 4 Dead arcade game that never left Japan. and a Half-Life arcade game that never left Japan, and a Halo arcade game that never left... Actually, that one might not have been from Japan in the first place. And... I swear there was, like, something else recent, but I just... Halo Fireteam Raven? I wouldn't know the name. Like I said, poorly documented. Also, hey, Val. Fuck. Oh, wait a minute. There's 30 stages. There's over 30 stages in this. Okay, so we're not going to stay here for the whole game. Otherwise, this is probably just going to be half 1942 and then nothing else. I picked the absolute worst moment to pause. I deserve what's coming. That's the only Halo arcade game I know. Maybe it is that. Yep. There was a time in the gaming industry where the majority of games coming out on early consoles were just arcade ports. There were obviously original games, but the thing that was driving sales for those consoles were the arcade ports, because arcades were still a popular hangout place and a place where people went to play cutting-edge games, since the consoles at the time were much weaker. And I'm talking about, like, even up to the the SNES or so. Arcade games were well beyond what the consoles were capable. And then sometimes you'd get console-only sequels of arcade games. Come the PS1 and N64, new arcade boards were being developed that actually used similar hardware to the consoles of certain manufacturers. For example, the Cruisin' series and the two Killer Instinct arcade games ran on the Ultra 64 hardware, which was intended to be similar to the N64's hardware, but the N64's hardware actually ended up being a little weaker. I don't remember the name of it, but there was also an arcade board that was nearly identical to the PS1's hardware, and I believe Ridge Racer used that hardware? I could be wrong about that. And the Naomi arcade board was identical to the Dreamcast's hardware. And the only other one that I can remember that's like that is an arcade board that's known as Triforce, which has very few games attached to it, but was identical to the GameCube hardware. Which is why the Dolphin emulator can emulate it, because it's basically the same hardware. Alright, I'm gonna quit this here. The only things that I know run on Triforce... No, actually, I'm gonna go for one more life. The only things that I know that ran on Triforce, though, are Mario Kart Arcade GP. Like, both games. And a couple of the arcade Mario parties that never left Japan. I'm not aware of anything else that runs on Triforce. But, no, there is one more. F-Zero AX. That was, Triforce hardware. He's not doing too well in this, I guess. By the way, where I currently am at the bottom of the screen, I can't go any lower than that. Honestly, I feel like understanding what makes for a good arcade game is a bit of a lost art these days. Because the fundamental thing that makes an arcade game good is the gameplay draws you in enough to ignore the fact that the game is eating your money. That is the mark of a good arcade game, where you don't care that you're just popping in quarter after quarter because the gameplay is just drawing you in. The problem is, once you're playing an arcade game with free play, that doesn't matter anymore. So a lot of arcade games actually feel different when you don't have to spend money on them. Which also just makes you finally realize just how bullshit arcade games actually are. Because the goal of most arcade games, quite honestly, is to make you spend money. The better ones actually have a lot more going for them. Like, say, Metal Slug, which, let's be real, is still a quarter miniature. And that's the term for it, quarter miniature. Of course, a lot of arcade games are still classics and resulted in legendary franchises. I don't know what hit me. Stuff like, for example, actually Metal Slug, or Ghosts and Goblins, or Street Fighter, or Mortal Kombat. That all being said, I love arcade games. I miss going to arcades. I went to a few arcades when I was a kid. Haven't been to one in a while, though. My grandma had a childhood home in the Upper Peninsula of Michigan. And there is a mall up there that I don't know if the mall is still open. I think it was closed the last time we went up there. But it had a theater in there when it was still open. And that theater actually used to be an arcade. And I'm old enough that I went to that arcade, and that is how I played Tekken 3 and Mortal Kombat 4 for the first time. I have played the arcade versions of both of these. Which one's this one? This one's decent. This is twin stick. Nope, not a twin stick. Wow, I just walked right into that grenade, didn't I? Also, for some reason, this arcade collection and its sequel both run on the RE engine, because there's actually a physical arcade that you can not really walk around, but that's how you select the games. You saw it a moment ago. The funny thing is, none of the arcade machines that you can play in this actually use their original cabinets. You can unlock cabinets. Alright, maybe this actually. You can unlock their cabinets. Alright, no, you can't unlock their cabinets. You can just unlock generic cabinets. And none of them match most of the arcade games. And it's kind of weird, because I feel like that is a pretty big part about preservation. With the cabinets that I have unlocked, I tried to match what I could find pictures of the original cabinets. Which is why the selection seems a little random, because it's based on what I was able to find. Okay, here we go with an actual classic. So this is one of the hardest games I've ever played. But it's a classic platformer. Oh, Firebrand looks different in this. Is that Firebrand? So this is, Ghosts and Goblins. That's what this one is. Which is a classic and legendary arcade platformer from Capcom. You play as Sir Arthur, and you're trying to rescue a princess from a demon by the name of Firebrand. It is punishingly difficult, but it is a classic. This game looks easy. Oh. No, it does not. Oh, that's Firebrand. Is it back out? I don't actually know anymore. You're just trolling? SMH my head. Can't believe my own friend is trolling me. They actually came out with a new Ghosts and Goblins last year, I think? Maybe the year before? I've been wanting to get, but it's a little higher. The price is a little higher than I want to pay for it. I do not want that item. I actually am shocked I managed to get through that in one try. Burrito wizards. They do look like burritos. So there's an NES port of this, and I do not like the NES port. I believe there's a... I think there's a Genesis port of this that's actually really good. Shadow Wizard Money Gang. Babe, I saw that trending... Oh, by the way, hi, babe. I saw that trending earlier. What the fuck was that? Why were people tweeting that? Since I can only hope there's something beneath. Oh my god, I made it. Plus, I killed the child. Yeah, so. Deserved it. I'll fucking do it again. Or I'll die. Amazing. Mission complete. It's just a trend going around where... Ah, there we go. I don't know how many letters I can use, so I'm just gonna go spy. Okay, it's just 3. It's just a trend going around where people join and are just part of the Shadow Wizard Money Gang and have fun casting spells. Okay. I will take your word for it, because I do not understand. God, why does he take so many hits? Am I a member of the Shadow Wizard Money Gang? No. No. I don't think I'm cool enough to join that. So the one problem with Ghosts and Goblins is the controls can be a little unresponsive at times. And when you crouch, you don't automatically uncrouch. And there's occasionally a very slight delay between when Arthur will stop whatever his last action is and start moving. So it's a classic game. It's not exactly one to easily get into these days. I'm gonna try one more time. Ghouls and Ghosts is absolutely the better game. There's a Genesis port of one of them, and I don't remember which one it is. And then, Ghouls and Ghosts got an SNES version. They take so many hits. And the SNES Ghouls and Ghosts is really good. It's called Super Ghouls and Ghosts. It's actually available on Switch. It's part of the SNES app. Alright, gotta ignore him. But I highly recommend it. If you can deal with the difficulty, of course. You are, however, part of the Midnight Group. I don't know what the Midnight Group is. Yeah, I'm sure that's perfectly fair. There is a rewind feature, but I'm not using it. I think I already said that. Oh, why am I back here? Yeah, it is. I'm stuck, brain rot. I have never read Homestuck, and I intend to keep it that way. Alright, well, just instantly losing a hit point, that's fine. Moving on. Section Z. I think I remember this. Oh, no, fuck this one. Tatakai no Banka. So, funny thing, this is a Japan-only game, so there's only a Japanese ROM. I cannot select it unless I swap to the Japanese ROMs for some reason. Oh. There we go. Gotta read, I guess. Let's try first mission. So I remember this one's pretty decent. Oh, he ducked. John's store. Quick, bright, clean. Wait, you can block? By the way, I'm getting absolutely no feedback when I take damage, aside from noticing my health is dropping. There is no indication that I'm actually getting hit. Oh, I can oh. I didn't know I could use my shield. Why can't I move and use my shield at the same time exactly? Why does it say jump? Like, what is the point of jumping there? What good does it do me? Oh, I see. Okay. So. Got some health back. There we go. Lots of Capcom and their quarter eaters. Yep. Next stage. I missed what it said. One hit of that took out half my health. What is the point of giving me so many hit points if I only can get hit twice? Oh wait, once again, no feedback when I get hit. Oh my god, what the fuck? Okay, I guess that damages me. No, fuck that game. Am I gonna be able to stretch this out to 3 hours? Not every arcade game is gonna be. I apparently got disarmed. Yeah, well, I got my weapon back very, very quickly after that. But legendary wings. Legendary wings is a great one, so very nice. Well, I'm perfectly in my element, I guess. Ow. I say as I immediately die. I say they went for the Xavier style. Hello. I have a timer. Well. I say I was not expecting a platformer mix here. That's actually kind of cool. It's better with multiplayer. Yeah, unfortunately, this does not have online co-op. No version of this game has online co-op. Of Capcom Arcade Stadium. First yawn of the night. Okay, so how to okay. Eh. Oh, apparently I was supposed to remove the periods. Yeah, I think I can see how it's better with multiplayer. It's a shame this doesn't have online. You know, this is on Steam. I could probably set up remote play with it. Okay. This is a good one. You get another player, you can revive yourself with quarters. So, this game's a little different from the NES version. Oh my god, why was that so long? Ugh, that was another yawn. This is different from the NES version that some of you might be familiar with, because the Japanese NES version has you fighting Hitler. It was heavily censored. Well, I mean, this is the NES version is completely different from this. Ah. Okay. Yeah, maybe the NES version is the version that I should be playing. I really should have checked what games I would want to show off in this before I decided to stream this. I'm noticing a bit of a trend here. Or, you know, maybe I should have been playing this throughout the week to actually, like, get used to the games. It's been a long time since I last consistently played either of the Capcom arcade stadiums. And I don't even think I finished trying out everything in the second one. I kind of bought it and then just didn't really play it. Well, it was free, but I bought all the games in it. I'm gonna take a quick sip of my water. Just hang tight for one moment. Sorry, I was dealing with chapped lips. I forgot to put on a chapstick again. May you fight bravely. Hey, Han, which one is your favorite, of the 1940s series? This one is a lot better than the one we got on NES. Are any of the NES versions good for this series? Because I've never played them, or at least I haven't in a very long time. I certainly don't own any. I may have just destroyed... No, I didn't destroy a power-up. I picked up a power-up by shooting it? Am I destroying his bullets? Oh shit. You don't think any of them are? Alright, well I didn't mean to do that and miss the power up, but whatever. It's kind of unusual to have a health bar and shoot him up. Usually you get one hit and that's it. I'll just fly right into the bullet. That's fine. Everyone in chat, what is your favorite shoot 'em up if you have one? I would consider a twin stick shooter a shoot 'em up, personally. Well, that's my fuel meter. Okay, but it goes down when I take damage, so it's functionally a health bar. Ah, okay, I see. I only have one life, it looks like. Oh, it's not just a health bar, that's what you said. Okay. Personally, my favorite shoot 'em up is Raiden Fighter's Jet. Oh, you know, I think I own the Raiden Fighter's Legacy on Steam. I should see if I can get that working on the no, I never bought it on Steam. I bought it elsewhere. I need to see if I can get it working on Steam. I know it's not like the best game in the world, Raiden Fighter's Legacy Collection or whatever it's called. Raiden Fighter's Legacy, that's it. I know it's not supposed to be, like, amazing, but it's the only way to really play many of the Raiden games. No, I'm just gonna ignore them and avoid shots, and hope for the best. Am I gonna finish this without actually destroying any of my intended targets? Let's find out. Or I'll just die, I guess that's fine. This thing's a little broken. And my health is low again. There we go. Benson 41 counterattack is your favorite. That's the one. Okay. Oh, I have a bomb. Okay. Not really doing me a whole lot of good. Oh, it uses up my fuel when I do it. Okay, I see, I see. Alright, that's why I could just spam it to as much as I wanted. Oh, I did it. Yay, I did something. '41 is your top favorite shoot 'em up. It's in one of these collections. I don't remember which one. I don't know if it's in the first Capcom Arcade Stadium or the second one. I'm gonna try to get to both arcade stadiums. I'm not playing every game in the collection, or in the collections, and I probably won't be spending too much time in any specific one. There's a couple I might try to sit through and actually beat. Probably not, though. This might be one of them, because I'm actually enjoying this. This is fun. I don't know why I have 4 R's at the top of the screen, but the number of R's has been increasing this entire time. And I don't know what that means. I don't know if it's good. My rolls? Dodge rolls. Oh, okay. Yeah, I haven't been making much use of them. I'm gonna fucking die. I'm gonna run out of fuel is what's gonna happen. Or I'm gonna die. Wow, I start and instantly lose over half my health. Amazing. Perfect. Beautiful. So glad this is on free play. Imagine if I actually had to pay for this. I mean, I paid for the game, I guess. Oh, my shoot 'em up game is not as good as it used to be. I used to play a lot of shoot 'em ups, but I do not play them as much as I used to. The trick to it, which I should be doing, and I'm not doing, is focusing on where I am and using my peripheral vision to aim. That way I can focus on avoiding shots, but I'm not doing that because I'm slow. You love the arcade series? The NES one is way worse. I'll take your word for it. I mean, I could get arcade or console ports of arcade games, but if they're completely inferior and I have access to the arcade versions through, say, something like this, what's the point of getting the console version? Because, you know, I just have the better arcade version. There's a few where I don't mind doing that, because sometimes the console versions are also just really good. Like, the Atari games, or Atari arcade games, all have vastly inferior Atari ports, but I actually like some of them. I like the Atari 2600 version of Missile Command, actually. It's actually one of my favorite 2600 games. It's completely inferior to the arcade version. I have a plethora of ways of playing the arcade version, but I still open up the Atari version every now and then, because it's just fun. Shit. Just said the charming music you're hearing completely replaced with Morse code beeps. No power-ups. Oh god. Well, I guess I'll move. That was a lucky kitty. This. Oh, rocket launcher. Oh, can't blame me for trying. No colorful graphics, no clouds, no different enemy ship colors. It's just bad all around. Damn. Yeah, the one arcade or NES port of a Capcom arcade game that I know is good is Bionic Commando, because I've played the NES version before, and it's better than the arcade version. I think the reason why we never get the NES version ported to anything is because, while it was censored for the American release, it's blatantly obvious you're fighting Hitler. I didn't mean to use that. And I guess they didn't want to censor it or acknowledge it, so they're just pretending it never existed. There was a kind of sort of remake of the original, of the NES Bionic Commando for Xbox 360, I think PS3 and PC, called Bionic Commando Rearmed. And before you say anything, this is the good one, because it's a remake of the NES version. A remake. Not a reboot. A remake. I have been unable to get it working correctly on the Steam Deck, because I do have it on Steam, but that one's supposed to be pretty good. There is another Xbox 360 era Bionic Commando game, simply called Bionic Commando, which is not a remake, it is a reboot. Where they made the main character, I think he's black and have dreadlocks, and his bionic arm is a little more, I guess you could say, anime-ish. And it's third person, kind of sort of over the shoulder or behind the character kind of view, and more of a 3D action platformer. And from what I know, it is absolutely terrible. And for some reason, they still included that version of Brad Spencer in Marvel vs. Capcom 3. I'm just gonna fucking die, I guess. But the one with the wife arm? The what? Wait, does the arm talk? I've never actually seen any gameplay of it myself. I just know it exists. 1941 is in this function. Okay. Give me the cow, give me the cow. How many levels are in this, by the way? I feel like I can actually finish this. Ow. I've been hitting continue enough. I might as well just keep going. That's round 5. How many rounds are in this? ...16 levels. Okay, you know what? I am going to save this. But I am actually going to come back to this probably off stream. Because there's a lot of other games that I want to get to. I actually enjoy that. That's fun. Forgotten Worlds. Probably not. Now this is the good Ghosts and Goblins game. Ghouls and Ghosts. Ghosts and Goblin this dick. Yeah, this one is far more tight and responsive. So she said. Than the first one. We'll do that. Oop. Damn it. Yeah, I'm not a big fan of Ghosts and Goblins, but I do like Ghouls and Ghosts. Did it? Wait, this put me ahead. This actually put me further ahead than where I was. That's interesting. Hey, Sorrow, I got a question for you. If this is on Steam and supports remote play, would you play these with me? You don't have to answer right now. Okay. Yeah, honestly, I feel like if I ask, you'll just say yes almost every time that you'll play something with me. Oh, hi. Oh, I've seen you in art before. Oh, God. Oops. That's actually pretty nicely animated. Yeah, I don't know if this is on Steam. I know it's on every other console. It is? Okay. Well, the Steam Summer Sale is coming up. Oh, he didn't actually have that much health. I am planning on splurging during the summer sale, so I will have a look at the collections I own on Switch, and I might get some for the Steam Deck, so we can do remote play together. Shit. Because also, once you're able to, like, be on stream again, we could actually potentially do, like, some kind of date night stream? Maybe a few? With stuff like this? Well, just a thought. Give, give, give! Yeah. Uh-oh. Oh, I don't like this. Mother... Oh, that's just instant death. I don't even get to fight it. By the way, this is the furthest I've ever made it in this. I just want you all to know that. I never made it to the boss before. Ghosts and Goblins is pretty hard. So I don't think there's any way to tell which one of these is going to break. Yeah, there's like next to no way to tell. That's actually kind of bullshit. Wait, is there a way to tell? No, there's no way to tell. There is literally no way to tell which one is going to break. They both have where the base game is free and then there's a shit ton of DLC packs. That's because you have to buy all the games individually. Okay, so, this is what is referred to as fake difficulty. Where it's not difficult because it's hard, it's difficult because the player is not given enough information to actually do anything. Because, like, this difficulty right here is artificial. I have no way of knowing which one of these is going to break until I fall on it, which means I have to lose lives in order to find out, for the most part. And that's not, like, engaging at all. That's just frustrating and annoying. Alright, well, I kind of just paid for that. Game didn't like me criticizing it. Oh, that's just lovely. That moves faster than me. I don't know if only the fire is the damage right there. You gonna come down so I can hit you, buddy? I disagree, but okay. Alright, so... Oh, okay. I see. See, I thought those were like spikes or something, but it's just... Alright, that makes a little more sense. No, I'm just gonna continue. You can just, fuck off. Uh-oh. Well, I mean, I didn't really have an option there. Okay. I'm going to also save here. Alright, so I get a lot of save slots. All right. Oh, I'm just looking at the game. Now this is beautiful. Strider, my beloved. Has anyone here played the, I think it was like a 2016, 2017 reboot of Strider? I think it's actually a sequel. Has anyone played that? Because if not, they turned Strider into a Metroidvania, and it is really good. It is on Steam. I would highly recommend playing it, if you haven't. I will be streaming it at some point. I don't know when. It'll be a while. But it is a very, very good reboot. If I can stream PS3 games at some point, I have PS1 version, or I have a PS1 classic copy of Strider 2 for PS1 on PS3. You think the story for this also inspired Cowboy Bebop a bit? I wouldn't know, because I've never actually seen Cowboy Bebop. I'm going to admit that. I have never seen Cowboy Bebop. It's a shame that the anime is now the original version, though. Or referred to as the original version. Oh yeah, flashing lights warning. Check the content warning if you need to. Some of these games have flashing lights, and they did not make it any better for this version. So, I do not know a lot about the Strider lore, other than what was covered on Death Battle ages ago, when they did Strider Hiryu versus Ryu Hayabusa from Ninja Gaiden. But, Strider, or rather, Hiryu, because his name is actually Hiryu, not Strider. He is a Strider. Can dodge anti-aircraft rifles that were personally designed to kill him. And he is so strong that not only can he cut through steel with his sword, the Cipher Blade I think it's called, but he can chop someone in half with his bare hands. Yeah. Alright, well, I lost my longer cipher. There you go. So, this is one of my favorite arcade games. There is a Genesis version of this that is kind of weird, but pretty decent, and there's an NES version that has absolutely nothing to do with this. It actually has items that you can manually select. Yeah, it is a bit of a quarter muncher, of course. Most of Capcom's classic arcade games, so let's be real. In fact, a lot of classic arcade games in general are quarter munchers. Like I said earlier, the best arcade games are the ones that made you forget that you're just spending a shitload of money. Just the classic arcade games that Capcom made. Ow. Thank you for that little parting shot. Yeah, it was kind of bound to happen. Did you get the microtransactions? The what? I'm gonna quit here. Go to another game. Otherwise, I'll just be playing that all night. Dynasty Wars. I don't think I've actually played this. Is this a historical Chinese game? Shit Capcom likes to do where they make a game and then load it with DLC to make you buy the content that should already be in the game. Oh, that thing. Nickel and dime tactics? Yeah. Namco and Sega kind of do the same thing.
Let's select players.
I'm just going to use this guy.
I'm taking the field. Sean Fei.
I'm going to be honest, I don't remember this game being in this collection. Yeah, I definitely never played it because I still have Rewind turned on, and I've turned it off for every game. I genuinely don't know how I could have skipped the game, but apparently I did. Yeah. This actually seems kind of good, though. It's honestly just the majority of major devs publishers now, though. Yeah, well, I mean... not all of them, obviously, but definitely the majority of them. Sega, Capcom, and Namco, though, do tend to have a lot of really pointless DLC in their games. And I'll admit, I've sometimes bought it because sometimes it's just nice extra content, but it's not really necessary. Sega, Capcom, and Namco are the ones that will include a bunch of, like, basically useless DLC day one for no reason. Like how the Katamari, or We Love Katamari remaster has music DLC that adds music from the other games. And it's like, you can only get it in a bundle with a completely useless DLC pack for 20 bucks. Now, I'll admit, I ended up paying that 20 bucks, but that's because I wanted Katamari on the Funk in, Wheel of Katamari. Do I regret it? No, because Katamari on the Funk is worth that much, in my opinion. It's such a fucking great song. Also, this is actually a very bloody game. What the fuck? Wait, did I gain a level? I did indeed. Oh, have you played this before? Yeah, I don't know how to use my special move. I see the tactics thing, which I'm assuming is a special move. But I don't know how to activate it. This is actually kind of nice. I like this game. This is actually pretty fun. Of course, I'm actively on fire. Also... It's not letting me insert more coins for some reason. I think I actually have to be prompted to do that. It's actually kind of lame. Oh, I see. Okay, I see. Alright, that should be nice. Hang on a sec here. Hang on a sec here. Oh, I guess I can't increase my health any further. There we go. Now all I want to know is how I use my special move. Because I see I have a special move, but I don't know how to use it. Yeah. This is actually really cool. Big man? Oh, that's the big man, I guess.
You're going to get my head? You make me laugh. Come to see me at Tongmengu.
This is actually pretty cool. Alright, I'm going to stop here for a moment and take my midstream break. So you guys enjoy the music, and we'll be back in a few minutes. I'm going to grab a snack, and I will be back as soon as I'm done with it. So, enjoy the music. I'm back. Sorry about the delay. We got a bag of there are 2 different bags of Doritos chips. And I have recently rediscovered that if there is an open bag of Doritos, I will just sit there shoveling chips into my mouth and not even give a damn about how much time has passed. I did have a thought, though. A single spicy sweet chili Dorito has enough flavor in it to kill a Victorian-era child. Anyways, back to the game. You know, a single spicy sweet chili Dorito chip has enough flavor in it to kill literally anyone from this era of China as well. Or this era of the world, really. Because, you know, that's a lot of flavor. Victorian-era children were all on cocaine, they'd be fine. Is that true? You already own a bit of it on Steam. I think I actually bought it for you, now that I think about it. Or bought some of them for you. I don't remember why I did that, other than, you know, you're my girlfriend and I like giving you things so you have nice things, but I think I am the reason for that. It may have even been a birthday thing. I don't know. What about 1969? Was there anything, like, notable that happened in 1969 that would make it a funny sex number year? I would imagine probably not. At least nothing that would make it funny. Yeah. The first man is landed on the moon in 1969. I guess it would be kind of funny. Though it did spawn one of the most annoying conspiracy theories. The moon landing was faked. Uh-oh. Oh, there's now 3 of them. That motherfucker just got struck by lightning.
I have killed General Chang Chao.
The Stooges released their hit album, The Stooges, in 1969, including the hit song, 1969.
Do not be too confident. We are too strong.
I can't tell if that's a joke or not, because I don't know what band that is. That was actually pretty fun. I'm surprised I never played it before, because I genuinely do not remember this. Air Force closed Project Blue Book and concluded there were no UFOs in 69, which we now know is a fucking lie. But yeah, didn't a lot of UFO stuff get declassified recently? In my opinion, though, the best proof that aliens aren't real, or at least that we've never made contact with aliens, is that if we did, Trump absolutely would not have kept it a secret during the Trump administration. That is the best evidence there is that we have never made contact with aliens. It is start the Space Force. I mean, it's kind of a joke, really, that would even be, like, needed, but eventually it will be needed. Because space combat eventually is just going to fucking happen, I guess. I mean, if we colonize Mars, Mars is probably going to try to go for independence, and if the Expanse has taught us anything, or Babylon 5, don't fuck with Mars. Oh, there we go.
I have killed General Wei Shang.
Why didn't he get any blood? Okay. Once again, going to stop here. I have a few things to finish at a later point. There's still a lot more to this collection. Like, for example, Final Fight. Oh, and we got 1941 coming up. Alright, these two are good. Final Fight is a fucking classic. So, Final Fight has 3 playable characters. Cody, Guy, and Mike Hagar. Mike Hagar is actually the mayor of the city, who is also a wrestler. This is one of the best early beat-em-ups. And takes place in the same universe as Street Fighter. Once again, flash and light warning, by the way. If you've played Streets of Rage, you may notice some of these enemies look familiar. It's because Streets of Rage was actually riffing on some of Final Fight. But the thing about Final Fight is Street Fighter 2 was originally supposed to be a Final Fight sequel. Yeah, let me do that real quick. Ugh. I really need to change that posture check to a stretch redeem. You know what? Let me see if I can do that real quick. To manage rewards. Let's check. Edit. There we go. Okay, now it's more accurate as it's stretch. And I will also hydrate. I'm hydrating with a glass of lemonade that's been watered down with water. It's a strawberry lemonade, as a matter of fact. But Street Fighter 2 was supposed to be a Final Fight sequel, and then it was changed to Street Fighter 2 when the director was a little annoyed that it wasn't exactly close to Final Fight. But that resulted in, eventually, a bunch of Final Fight characters ending up in Street Fighter, and I am fucking done. Including the Andore, who was renamed to Hugo for some reason. Poison, Cody, and Guy. Funnily enough, Mike Hagar has actually never shown up in Street Fighter, even though he's the third of the main characters. Speaking of Street Fighter 6 looks really cool, but I've never been into Street Fighter. I might get Street Fighter 6 at some point. I've heard it's really cool. Also, so a bit of some not so good history with this game. That woman you just saw is named Poison. Poison was changed to a male character named Sid in the American SNES version because there were concerns about violence against women. So the creator, in his infinite wisdom, and again, this was like the 80s or 90s or something, so 80s and 90s Japan, said, oh, no, it's fine, you can beat up Poison because she's actually trans. Now, if he said that now, there would be a lot of bad things happening to him. But funnily enough, that's still canon. Poison is trans. And they actually redeemed that by making her a badass dominatrix. So, not really the best history, but it had a happy end. Poison is still trans post-op. And it went from a really terrible insult to a very positive trans character. So Street Fighter 4, which has Poison in it, actually has a trans character as part of the main cast. Well, not main cast, but part of the playable cast. Oh, fuck the Andore, guys. Also, Andore, very, very heavily inspired by Andre the Giant. One of the members of the Andore family became Hugo in Street Fighter 3. And he came back in Street Fighter 4. There is a Japanese Street Fighter 3 player in the competitive scene who plays Hugo, and only plays Hugo. And everyone is afraid of him because he will literally spend the entire match doing mostly nothing, get his opponent's health down very low, and then at the last second of the match will counter to do one of Hugo's specials, which will just instantly kill the opponent because it's a command grab that armors. It's a counter command grab. Can I please get up? I pressed Y. God. I didn't want to pick that up, but okay. There was literally nothing I could do. Oh my god. I'm gonna finish this level and then I'm gonna move on to the next game. Why is his name Sodom, but he's a samurai? Sodom is a biblical name. Yeah, he seems kind of bullshit, though. Oh my god, Seika! Oh my god, thank you for the raid! Oh my god. Welcome on in, Raiders.
Great.
Can we get a shout out for Seika, please? How's the stream? What were you doing?
You're great.
Ow. I am not doing too well in Final Fight right now, but welcome on in. For those who don't know me, I am the Dapper Dragon, and I stream basically whatever I feel like. Tonight we're doing a Retro Night showcase of Capcom Arcade
You're
Stadium.
great.
Oh, he's not dead. Okay. Oh, Tears of the Kingdom. I was actually playing that earlier. Oh my god, so many follows. Thank you all for the follows. Let me, destroy this car. Is this the car from Street Fighter? Wait a minute, is this the car from Street Fighter 2? That was on the other side? I don't know. I can't tell if I'm damaging the car. Oh my god, that is the car from Street Fighter 2. Alright, well. I don't know what I'm doing wrong. But it's just not breaking anymore. Okay. Oh. Thank you all for the raid. Hope you all have a good time here. I'm just going through some of the games in Capcom Arcade Stadium. I was supposed to stream Namco Museum tonight, but there was a bit of a mishap with some window replacement that we had going on. That was resolved, but I didn't feel like making a second announcement to reschedule what I originally had. Alright, so I actually said I was going to stop here. And then move on to the next game. Alright. So the next one is 1941 Counterattack, which I believe Saroshi said was her favorite of the series. Yeah. That button's different for some of these. Hello, I have a charge. After, oh. Okay, this is a massive step up from the first two. Holy shit. This lemonade is making my throat a little clogged. That hurt me. That hurts me. Oh my god. So many missiles. Okay, hon, I can definitely see why this is your favorite. I could just spam this as well, or I could charge it up. Yeah, I think spamming is definitely the better option, personally. You have... Oh, that does hurt me. Okay. Okay. Wait a minute! No, it doesn't! Oh my god, I can... Holy shit. Okay, so that eats up some of my health. Either that or I got hit. I'm not sure which. Oh my god. This is so cool. Holy shit. Okay, whoever thought of this specific mechanic where you can just roll along the sides is a fucking genius. That's amazing. Why are the buttons different? Whenever you're playing to shoot 'em up, it's always a gamble of touching walls will just straight up kill you or not, but I have never played one where touching walls lets you do this. This is amazing. This is Definitely one of my new favorite shoot 'em ups. I'm just gonna sit here. I'm gonna caught between the wall and the bottom of the screen, though. I'm assuming... Yeah, I was gonna say, I'm assuming that's super good. Well, thankfully we have free play, so I can just spam credits as much as I want and not have to worry about, you know, losing money. Again, flashing lights warning. There's gonna be a lot of that here. What if I did... I think it's better if I just spam. Mash. No, we do good mashing.
Listen!
Yes. What am I listening for? I don't know, we'll look at that in a moment when we blow up this boat. This boat does not want to blow up. Okay, in progress. Hi, please. Please die. There we go. What is that? This is a nice scene. Number of targets destroyed, 269. Nice! Okay, this one I might actually beat on stream. Because there's only 6 stages here. And that's a lot more manageable than the, what, 33 that were in the first one? I'll do a 6-stage arcade game on stream. I'm not doing a... I am not, in a stream like this, I am not doing a 33 stream with 16. No, the last one was 16. The first one was 33. Because I did 1941 first. I don't think you tuned in for that, though. It was either 33 or 34. It was more than 30. It was more than 31, and I don't think it was 32, so through process of elimination, it's either 33 or 34. Oh, I have an extra hit point. That's not going to last long. I'm just going in a circle. Give! I am in love with this rolling mechanic. That is so cool. Alright, fine. Ooh, ow. That's... I should not have done that. I should not have done that. Give. Always love getting a health pickup in an arcade game and then immediately losing that health that I just got back. Such is the way of the arcade. My superpower is playing an arcade game, earning an extra life, and then immediately losing it. The only things in life that are inevitable are death, taxes, and me losing a life immediately after earning it. And cheese. That is true. Cheese is also inevitable. This is a fucking rocket. I believe this is a rocket. So is the rocket... Are we going up? Or is the rocket going forward? What exactly am I fighting? I should probably, go on the side here. And we're going up. Okay. This is part of This is the part of history where we're responsible for the destruction of a prototype V9 rocket. Oh, what do you know? Sudden unscheduled disassembly. It didn't explode. Oh my god, we're fighting SpaceX. Take that, Elon. Target Leviathan. Oh, that can't be good. Nothing named Leviathan is good. Leviathan is another biblical name that comes from the Old Testament. I don't know much about what the Bible says about Leviathan, other than it was used as an overpowered enemy in the show Supernatural, and Rayquaza in Pokemon is based on the concept of Leviathan. In fact, all three of the flagship legendaries for the Hoenn games are based off of beings in Jewish mythology from the Torah and the Old Testament of the Bible. I don't remember what Groudon or Kyogre are based on, but I do remember that Rayquaza is in fact based on. Oh, hey, is that Leviathan? Just gonna ignore the tiny support fighters I have now. I've played plenty of shoot 'em ups where we have that. That's nothing out of the ordinary. Because I think Raiden does the same thing, and I think Dodonpachi does the same thing, because I played Dodonpachi. Leviathan is Tiamat from Babylonian Mythos. You do not fuck with Tiamat. Yeah, see, as we've established on streams, you know, I do not know anything about Babylonian mythology. That's your area of expertise. That was a rather short level. Lieutenant Colonel. Why did my brain Why did my brain try to read Lieutenant Colonel as Exotic Butters? Like, in the same way it's read in Five Nights at Freddy's sister location. Why did I internally read it that way? Dr. Brain. Dr. Brain is from Half-Life 2, yeah? Game that I've never actually finished. Don't need to fix that. Maybe I can do it on stream. Tiamat is the mother of all dragons. She's not mine, though. Oh, so she can't be the mother of all dragons. So wait, you're saying she's a MILF? One is the mother of all dragons, and Bahamut is the father. Oh, go. Oh, God, there's a Bahamut in Babylonian mythology as well. Okay. I am learning a lot more about Babylonian gods today, I guess. These rocket things that my support ships are firing seem to be hugging the walls. Is this Italy? Am I in Venice? I know, that's a road, it's not water. I thought this was water. I didn't notice the cars right away. I would like that, pal. Give. Okay. Muhammad is Islamic, not Babylon. I thought Bahamut was from Final Fantasy. That's all I know Bahamut from is Final Fantasy. I've only really played Final Fantasy 7 and 12. I have not really played the others. I played a little bit of 10 and quit because I really did not like Titus. I really could not stand Titus as a character, so I never finished FF10. I never finished FF12 either, but it was just because I had other games to play at the time. I did finish FF7, and I actually really like it. It had a really terrible English localization, but still a good game. Bahamut is also a fish. It's absolutely not a fish in Final Fantasy. Also, deities in D&D. I've also never played D&D, funnily enough. I've played D&D games, because I played Planescape Tournament and I had the Beholder. Not for very long, mind you, but I have played them. I've just never actually played D&D itself. I don't think I have the patience or level of commitment necessary for D&D games, but I would like to play proper D&D someday. I think I can live with just the games, though. Okay, so all these targets are Leviathans. I think. No, hun? We shall see. Are there dragon characters in D&D? Like, you know, Anthro Dragons? Draconians, Dragonborns? Alright, if I can be one of those, then yes. Absolutely, without a second thought. I'll just have to take some time to, learn the games and whatnot. You know, I feel like I actually could, have a level of commitment necessary for D&D. Given that I've been able to stick with streaming for so long. But I have had issues in the past of, not being able to commit to regular meetings, but I would like to think that's behind me. It's a very recent change, to be sure. Now, it would probably help if I wasn't running into those helicopters. People have streamed their D&D sessions before. Cat Volts, a good bean who I am a regular in her community, has occasionally streamed D&D very early in the morning. I have never caught one of the D&D sessions because she streams it at an earlier point where I am conscious. If you guys don't know Cat Vault, she's a good bean. Definitely worth a follow. She is actually one of the streamers that convinced me to start streaming myself. I had already considered streaming, but Cat Vaults and Puffin Ardwolf are what pushed me to finally just stream. In fact, as of July, I want to say 17th or so, I will have been streaming for 1 full year. And funny story, my intent with streaming was to debut with Klonoa Fantasy Reverie series. But my Switch copy got delayed, so I wasn't actually able to debut with it. My first stream ended up being, thanks, Super Mario 64 instead. Is that a bomber? Yeah, I can charge my shots, but I think it's just better if I spam, honestly. But once once it's July 17th, or roughly around then, I think Twitch will actually tell me when my stream anniversary is, but I will probably do a replay of Fantasy Reverie series from my Steam Deck instead of my Switch. I did end up streaming Klonoa way back in July last year when it arrived. Because I got a physical copy from Play Asia, so that way I would actually have a physical copy, since the US did not get any physical version of Fantasy Reverie series, so I had a European copy sent to me from Play Asia. For my stream anniversary celebration, I will be streaming the PC version. I love it on Switch. It's very good. It's just, Klonoa 2 really chugs along in some parts, and it chugs along in the worst possible moments for it to do so. There's a moment in, I think it's the Arc Revisited in Klonoa 2, where you have an on-rails bit where you're on a platform. Not that different from that bit in Sonic Adventure 1 where Sonic is on Tails' biplane and they're fighting the Death Egg. It's not that different from that. Just not a shoot 'em up. And that moment in particular, I remember, had a lot of slowdown. And that is the worst possible moment in the game to do that. The only way it could be worse is if it happened in the snowboarding levels, and thankfully that it didn't happen. But it did chug along in some parts, and it did kind of bring down the experience, which is unfortunate because I like Klonoa 1, but Klonoa 2 is really what I grew up with, and it's the one that I love. I actually have liked Klonoa 1 less every time I played it, whereas every time I played Klonoa 2, it's just reiterated my love for the game. So, but I'll be streaming both in July. Okay, so, rolling with the lasers is fucking hilarious. On the front lines in Germany, by the way. Oh, okay. Oh, good God. You know, I somehow doubt they had lasers in 1941. You have... Sure, go into the shot spike. That's exactly what you should be doing. Ow. You surprised the military kept secret? I feel like I actually... It would be more of a, oh, huh, okay. And then just immediately accept that it's true. Oh, the lizard is pretty broken. Okay. Lasers were definitely at least a concept by this point. You prefer rocket? I don't know, the lasers are good. That's a pretty strong yawn. So we have a new air conditioner in the game room. For those that are new, I have a game room. I am a collector. I have a lot of physical games. I don't have an accurate count because I've never really tried to count. The last time I did, which was several years ago, I gave up after 500, so we're just gonna leave it at that. But, we have a game room, and we just got a new air conditioner. It's a U-shaped air conditioner, so it goes into the windowsill, and then the window slots into a space between the two halves of the air conditioner. It's really cool, and it's really quiet. And we're gonna get another one from my room, because my air conditioner was recently replaced a few years ago, because my old air conditioner wasn't really doing its job. And seeing how quiet it is, I'm looking forward to it. Especially because I had actually recently just set up a noise suppressor in OBS, thinking, oh, my air conditioner is going to be put in soon, so I'm going to want to try to dampen the noise that it's going to make. But now I'm going to be getting a new air conditioner. It's so fucking quiet that I don't even need the noise suppressor. And oh, God. Oh, he has after images too. That's not good. But I also mentioned the game room because part of the reason why I started streaming is because, you know, I collect video games. So I have a lot of video games from a variety of different platforms and different eras. And a lot of them are weird, obscure, or just relatively unknown. And I want to showcase them. I have enough games that I wouldn't need to buy anything new. I could stream a different game every day. And I could probably go an entire, maybe 2 years. One a day. Or one game a day. Every day for 2 years. And have a new thing every day. I wouldn't do that to myself. But I could. And yay, I beat 1941. And I get 2 achievements. It's the first game in this collection that I've actually finished. It's pretty good. There's the SpaceX rocket. The V3. The Leviathan. Isn't Bismarck a country? Or it was a country? Is it still a country? Croat. I don't like that name. The Leviathan, again. Gotha. Big titty Gotha girlfriend. I don't know. Wow, you didn't give me enough fucking time. S. Perfect. Flawless. Amazing. Thank you. Thank you so much. I had no time. Let me get an S in chat. Oops. Class up. Yay. I guess. Whoa. Alright. So we got about 45 minutes left before I would end. What do we got? What can I show? Okay. So I'm going to show 3 more games. And then I'm going to end. They are going to be Carrier Air Wing, Powered Gear. Oh, wait, no. Hold on. They're going to be Carrier Air Wing, Captain Commando, and Battle Circuit. And we will end there. So, Carrier Air Wing is a side-scrolling shoot-'em-up, which we have not seen in this yet. Again, with a different button. What the hell? Alright. I'll go with that. Your mission is to regain Tokyo. You will have to fight your way through the enemy's air force. Good luck. Thank you. Yep. It's been a long while since I last played this one. It's basically a horizontal version of what we were playing. Oh, I hear Cheep Cheep. That sounds like Bandit. Those who are new, I have 2 wonderful birds. You can see them in the bottom left corner of the stream. The one on the left, the pink one, is Bandit, our rose-breasted cockatoo, also known as a galah. He is very new to the family. He's only about 3 years old. We've only had him for 2 years. And he is very playful, and very cute, and very clumsy and dumb, but we love him. The one on the right is Peaches, our sun conure, who is much older. I think he's about 20 years at this point. He's still got a little life left of him. He is an old bird. You may notice that the picture of Peaches is blurry. That's because Peaches hates electronics, and we can't ever get a normal picture of him because the moment he realizes someone has their phone out, he gets angry. Hence the blur. The bird just does not like electronics, and never has. We have never gotten, like, a single normal picture or video of him. And the bird is, like, I'm not even hitting him. The bird is psychic because that picture was taken when he was minding his own business, messing with that tube that he's in. And Zeno, who's my brother, got his phone out to get a picture, and the instant he took his phone out, Peaches noticed. Destroy the enemy occupation forces and prevent Rauru from using... Oh, okay. Good luck. Helicopter. Shoot the cars. Oh, I can shoot the cars. I probably shouldn't shoot the cars. Oh, but I'll shoot the tanks. I'll try to shoot the tanks. I'm supposed to be able to have air to ground. Why do I not have that? Ow. Also, ow. So I really gotta ask what the what the point is with the distinction of air to air and air to ground, because I can only shoot ahead of me. I can't actually shoot the ground. So what is the point of making the distinction if it doesn't matter? Because I can't find a way that it matters. So why don't I just fly around the building? Why exactly am I flying through the building? Because I feel like flying around the building is far more efficient. And, you know, easier. Not to mention, if you shoot a hole through a building, it is going to fucking collapse. Jet... Oh, God damn it, Han. Once again, flashing light warning. Alright. I'm going to save here and move on to Captain Commando. Oh, yeah. My coaster is stuck to my cup. Alright. So, Captain Commando, you may, if you've played Marvel vs. Capcom 2, you may recognize this name. That's because Captain Commando is actually playable in it, for some reason. Commando? Well, I'm obviously not picking Baby Commando. I'm just gonna pick Captain. What is the name of the game? Did that say Dino Museum? Alright, so I have never, clearly never played this before because I still have Rewind enabled. Wookie? I guess name is Wookie? Why do these guys look like the fucking, cleanup crew from Monsters, Inc.? Just show you NES 1940X games just to show you how awful they are compared to arcades. Good. Oh, wait. Oh, I guess I'm not picking that up. Alright, so what if I did this? Oh my god, there's actually a gun in this. Finally, a beat 'em up where you can just whip out the gat. Feature sorely missing for most beat 'em ups. Ow. There we go. That is easy. Ninja house, circus camp, aquarium? There's gonna be an actual dinosaur here, isn't there? Mommy? Sorry. Mommy? Sorry. Mommy? I can do that too.
Nut.
Thank you for the nut. Ow. Isn't there a whole thing about... Actually, no, I'm not going to finish that thought. Never mind. I don't think that's I don't think that's TOS friendly. I'm not going to say it. Well, Sorrow said it, so never mind.
Captain Commando.
Fun fact, the definition for Sonichu on Urban Dictionary is when you put clamps on your nipples and then electrocute them. That is Urban Dictionary's definition for Sonichu. You're all welcome for that information. Fucking run. I thought the guy's name was Oregano for a moment. So, like, who is the bad guy here? Because this seems to be a random assortment of enemies. Yeah, this is actually pretty fun beating up. You know what? I apologize for implying Captain Commando didn't deserve to be in Marvel vs. Capcom. This is actually fun. No, it says Organo. Oh, oops.
Captain Commando.
Marvin. I'm sorry. Strom Jr. Strom. Is that a lizard guy? Is that a lizard guy? Blanca, is that you? Oh, lizard guy's kind of hot. So I don't think I could... I don't think I could date someone named Strom. I would be too busy making fun of their name. Okay, but there's a Strom... He's... It's hard to say. He is Strom Jr., which means there is a Strom Sr. Stretch Armstrong. Obviously not spelled like that, but Strom is a real name. Yes, but that doesn't say Strom, that says Strom.
Captain Commando.
Buddy, can you please stand still for just a few seconds so I can beat the shit? I would very much like to beat the shit out of you. Alright, fine, take this. Okay, he didn't dodge it.
Captain Commando.
So he beat the shit out of me, but I mean, I think that's kind of his whole game plan, is to beat the shit out of everyone who opposes him. Ow.
Captain Commando.
I'll probably go for this one for about 4 more minutes, and swap to Battle Circuit. Oh no. Oh no. Who is this woman? Mardia. So, funny story. We got lunch meat to make sandwiches,
Captain Commando.
and one of the things we got was salami, which of course was already sliced, because, you know, if you're going to be buying lunch meat, you're probably going to buy it sliced. You're not going to slice it yourself. I have a friend who goes by the name... Okay, you know what? I was going to call her hot, but she barfs acid, and that's not hot at all, so never mind. But anyways, I have a friend who goes by the name Captain Waffle online. She is great. However, she is a little strange, because she has like a very normal job and very normal hobbies, but her sense of her sense of humor is a little out there. But anyways, she loves salami. She once bought a whole thing of salami. Like a whole, I'm gonna call it a cylinder because that sounds funny. And did not slice it. She just ate it straight from the block, basically. The whole thing. Without ever slicing it. Literally just grabbed a cylinder of meat and began chewing on it, instead of doing the normal thing and cutting it up first. And I'm telling my brother this at night because we were both hungry at like 12:30 a.m. We were in the kitchen. And I referred to my friend Waffle as barrel wife material. And I'm very glad my brother wasn't drinking or eating anything at the moment I told him that, because based on his reaction, it probably would have killed him. Also, Sorrow says, I can fix her. I can fix her, says woman who's worse. I'm kidding. Am I, though? Normal guy? Oh, you are absolutely not normal. No one in this chat is normal. If you can prove it to me, I will give you 50 cents. Yeah, but I'll prove it. How normal are you? How normal could you possibly be? You're in my community. There's no way you... We're all a little strange, and that's okay, because I love strange. Oh, that's a lot of samurai. You have a job? I feel like a lot of people here have jobs. A very normal job and doing a very normal thing. Okay. Is this person a woman or a man? I can't tell. I can't tell if those are boobs or just bulging pecs.
Captain Commando.
Actually, Sorrow works Actually, probably shouldn't say where she works unless she wants me to say it. I genuinely cannot tell if this person just has big boob. Oh! I wasn't expecting that. You know what? Hang on, it's Pride Month. I shouldn't be focusing on someone's gender. You do you, big pink-haired person, you know? I just genuinely can't tell if those are boobs or just really big pecs, because, I mean, given when this came out, it could be either one. It's either going to be big boobs, because you gotta appeal to the market of 12-year-old horny boys, and I got split in half again. Or it's gotta be massive pecs to appeal to the market of 12-year-old edgy boys who want to be super muscular or something. This is gonna power fantasy, which totally isn't homoerotic in any conceivable. Your appointment of female will be finalized within the week. I have already discussed the matter with the senator. Has he been infected? Oh yes. I take it he was agreeable? Oh yes. I don't remember the rest. Can you please stop cutting me in half?
Captain Commando.
I would very much like to stay in one piece. Oh wait. That was supposed to be a museum. It's all in the numbers. Number 1, that's terror. Number 2, that's terror. Everyone new in chat is like, what the fuck are these people going on about? And I will answer that question within 6 months. If you want to know what the hell we're quoting, there is a classic machinima video called, we probably don't know what machinima is anymore. There's a classic YouTube video called Deus Ex the Recut. There's a remastered version of it because the original video was lost. I would highly recommend watching it. Because if you're like us, once you watch it, you will be quoting it for the rest of your life. And then you too can find the mythical city on the hills. Seriously, it's a hilarious video. I have a friend who has never watched the video, but me and Val, because we're also friends with, or Val's also a friend of him, we quote it to him all the time, and he refuses to watch it because he thinks it's funnier out of context. So this is Battle Circuit. This is actually my favorite game. Oh my god, flashing lights, what the fuck? Yeah, again, warning. Also, Yellow Iris. There's a cat girl. There's a little fox thing on her. So we're gonna be doing this until the end of stream, basically. Game seems to be a little on the quiet side. Yeah. I don't have audio options. I'm gonna turn the audio up just a smidge, because the game seems to be awfully quiet. Right, there should be good. This is actually like a really good beat 'em up. Ow. Speaking of feral wife material. Lemonade. Oh, so close. He could have been yellow, or number 6969. Oh, Johnny, head of the Delete Gang. Hiding out in a disco. Select my upgrade soft. Hip rush. Fever in the disco. Gang of Evil. I'm going to have to ask what is going on in the background there. Why are there Redeads dressed as Pikmin in the background? What kind of disco are they having? Do you really want the answer? Do I? Sure, let's have the answer. Hamburger. It's a burlesque disco. That leaves me with more questions than answers. I actually went to a burlesque show in Vegas. It was a zombie burlesque show. It was kind of a play thing. It was pretty fun. Oh my god, he's Elvis. Well, okay, not really. He's just a generic rock star who vaguely resembles Elvis. Alright, I really gotta ask, what were pompadour hairstyles popular in Japan or something? Because I see so many Japanese games that in anime that have characters with pompadour hairstyles, and I have never seen that in, like, anything else. Part of Japanese Yankee culture and motorcycle games. Okay. I'll have to look that up. Did I grab him when he landed on me? What is this game? Am I gonna get a pompadour? No. No, I'm not. Stop, Saturn, give me the disc back. Okay. Coward. I'm not a coward. I do not want a pompadour. You know what? I just finished a level. It's close to ending stream. I'm going to just end it here. We'll come back to that. Battle Circuit's actually my favorite game in the collection. I love me some beat 'em ups. You don't really see many beat 'em ups much anymore, but we've actually been getting a lot of really good beat 'em ups in recent years. So thank you all for tuning in. Seika, if you're still here, thank you so much for the raid. I am going to find us a raid. Sorry. I will be back tomorrow. Yankee is basically a Japanese version of Greaser's Yankees. Oh, okay. Yeah. That makes sense. I will be back tomorrow with... What am I doing? Outer Wilds. We're doing the Echoes of the Eye DLC. And, Tuesday will be Axiom Verge. We're hopefully going to finish off the game. And Wednesday will be Killer 7. I'm finally returning to Killer 7 after a very long hiatus. And, I think Saturday's gonna be Aliens Fireteam Elite, and Sunday will be, Blues Brothers 2000 for the N64. We're coming back to Bad Game Night. Let's see here. Alright. There's one specific person I want to raid. But one of the last times I tried to raid this person, it didn't go through. So hopefully they let me raid. But we're going to be raiding Spoony Plays, they them pronouns for this person. They're playing Silent Hill Downpour, which, if I remember correctly, is a video game. And that's about the nicest thing you can say about it. Like Outer Wilds. Oh, just wait until you play it, Bell. You really need to play Outer Wilds. I would highly recommend you play it, and do not look anything up about it. Go in as blind as you can. You really should play it, Bell. I'm serious. It's good. I can't make you play it. Either way, if you want to hang out after stream, let me just plug my socials in here. I have a Discord. If you want to keep up with my bullshit and other updates, you can follow me on Twitter. And if you miss a stream, you can catch my VODs on YouTube. I make sure to upload them after every stream. What else? Raid message. Okay. We're just gonna go with classic Dapper Dread. So, as is usually the case, I once again missed a word. Oh, hang on a sec here. There we go. Once again, you can use whatever emotes you want. You can use my emotes, your emotes, someone else's emotes. I don't care. As long as you copy the raid message, that is all I care about. Yeah. Just one final burp before I end, I guess. I will post my schedule tomorrow. I will see you all then. Let me get that raid queued up. Hold on. I gotta use the raid command first. Please work. Oh, good. Okay. So, I will see you all tomorrow. You all have a lovely evening. I am going to stuff my face with Doritos. And I will see you all tomorrow. Good night.